Hello guys, welcome back. Today I'm bringing you something a little bit different for the channel. This one's actually a remastered version of a game called Homeworld. It's a space real-time strategy game that was released in 1999. It was a game that I used to play way back then, back in the previous millennium. I really enjoyed this one. I found that the whole storyline to this game was really engaging. I really enjoyed it, so we'll see whether I get the old sense of nostalgia from playing this game again. So anyway, without further ado, let's dive in. I'm going to play all of the storyline for this game, and I will timestamp it in the description if you just want to see the gameplay, but the storyline is fantastic, so do watch that.
100 years ago, a satellite detected an object under the sands of the Great Desert. An expedition was sent. An ancient starship buried in the sand. Deep inside the ruin was a single stone that would change the course of our history forever. On the stone was etched a galactic map and a single word more ancient than the clans themselves. Higara, our home. The clans were united, and a massive colony ship was designed. Construction would take 60 years. It would demand new technologies, new industries, and new sacrifices. The greatest of these was made by the scientist Karen Sajet, who had herself permanently integrated into the colony ship as its living core. She is now Fleet Command. The promise of the Guide Stone united the entire population. Every mind became focused on the true origin of our people. Every effort on the construction of the ship that would seek it out among the stars.
Scaffold control standing by.
Okay, here we are, the most iconic spaceship in the world of gaming.
8, 9, and 10.
I think it is. This mothership, it was just such an iconic thing, and this music really sets the scene
All systems green.
for the game.
Standing by. What a beautiful sight.
But I mean, this is obviously remastered graphics from the 1999 version, but I think this itself was 2017 when this was made. So
this is Fleet Command.
yeah, graphics pretty good considering.
Status.
Considering it's just a bit of a reskin
online.
of a 1999 game.
Resourcing online. Construction.
But it was
online.
such an innovative game back in the day. The
Cryogenic
whole
subsections
map
A through J
is
online.
3D, obviously being in
K
space.
through S online.
It was something we'd not had before. It was certainly
Scaffold control stand by
entering
for
the birth
alignment.
of 3D games back in 1999. Which I believe was the same year as Age of Empires 2 was launched, and that was certainly a 2D game. So yeah, to have this sort of thing, it was fantastic back in the day.
Release control.
A game that 14-year-old Morley
All caliber banks released.
was very, very pleased to be playing. Screenshot.
The mothership has cleared the scaffold. We are away.
That might be the thumbnail. We shall see. So yeah, this game, it did have quite a competitive multiplayer scene. Certainly the most recent tournament was, I think it was called the Balcora Cup, and it was in 2020, so fairly recent.
Stand by for command line
I think
testing.
it was certainly during COVID.
Command line green. Initial
Very
fleet
sad
in
that
position.
we now think of things pre and post COVID.
Standing by.
There we go.
Fleet intelligence
Okay, so we've got these
online.
resource collectors. They're
Our
just
task
going
is to analyze all
gather
sector
resources
data
from
and generate
the
mission objectives.
asteroids there.
Before the hyperdrive test, several
And we've just got
trials
some
must be
scouts as well.
completed.
Don't need to do
Test
anything with those just yet.
construction by building the primary research ship. Test resource processing by harvesting the asteroids
Yeah.
provided nearby.
So when you're
Hyperspace
moving,
module
you
charging.
can actually
35% capacity and
move
rising.
up,
The mothership
as
will be
opposed
ready
to
for
just-
the hyperdrive test in 10 minutes.
as opposed to just sort of left and
Stand
right.
down. We're on hold. Move order confirmed.
Stand
bring
by
us
to
back
begin
down again.
combat trials. First, we will be monitoring formation performance. Target drones have been provided here. Assign a formation to your fighters and destroy the drones.
Okay, assign a formation. So we've got loads of formations along the bottom here. Obviously these will be a bit more important when we have a bigger fleet and a different range of ships, but certainly for now I'm just going to kind of put them in this little claw formation like so. So I'm going to go over and attack some drones. Now where were the drones? Let's go up onto the mini-map there, or the extended radar view.
Locked in.
I've got to remember I did go down a bit, and there we go.
Strike group.
So
Prepare
just
for assault. Local
just attack
resources
those.
exhausted. Fleet. Moving on.
And that was a good thing about the game. It's just the whole space battle thing was really quite appealing to people.
Attack complete. Awaiting further orders.
Even now it still looks pretty good.
Copy.
There is actually Homeworld 3 in production, so we'll see whether this classic
Formation trial
RTS game
complete.
is
Flight analysis shows a 22% increase in combat.
it's going to be
performance.
improved upon.
The
I
next
think it
trial
would
will
be good
test
if
the
they had some like
effectiveness of
base
tactics.
building aspects to it.
Stand by to begin tactics trial. Use
but that's totally
aggressive
against
or
the
evasive
game,
tactics
really.
And engage the target drones here.
Even Homeworld 2 it didn't have any sort of base building. Okay, so let's go over to that one.
Strike group coordinates
There we
locked
go.
in.
Okay, so this time we've got to use these. It said tactics, but generally it just means your unit stances. We're on passive at the moment, which means it's not going to attack unless you tell it to. But
Show no
put it on
mercy.
offensive.
Formation. Let's keep it together now. Pursuing targets.
We'll see. Starts going in on the attack there. It's going to wipe out all these little droids pretty quickly. I forgot I needed to make a research ship. Where are we? There we go. There's a research ship. I need a salvage corvette as well.
Copy.
That's pretty much done. I'm not sure if that was the... Yeah, it was part of the main primary objectives, get the research ship.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, there's not a huge amount to do on this first campaign mission. It's very much just a little bit more of an introductory type thing.
Salvage corvette complete.
Tactics trial complete. The next trial will test the performance of the salvage corvette. Build one, and capture the target drone here.
Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group moving into position. Ready.
Okay, there's my salvage Corvette. Let's go
New
on to the
research
minimap.
available. Research ship complete.
So it's quite often good to
Destination.
use this
Primary
map
research
view
ship
to
has been
move
constructed.
because
The research division is online.
I think just because of the nature of this 3D space, it makes it a little bit easier just using that rather than trying to click somewhere in the vastness of space. Okay, so got these salvage ships. Essentially, a little later on in the game, you can actually make loads of these and capture some capital ships. Now they're obviously they're the big boys. They get made by the home ship, the mothership here, and they will then be able to produce ships themselves and things like that. But as you can imagine, with them being the capital ships, they're very expensive, and you can actually just make loads of these salvage corvettes and actually go and salvage them, steal them, convert them to your own.
Research
So these
complete.
salvage corvettes can be really strong.
Stand by for hyperdrive test.
I was watching a
Internal
casted
pressure doors
game
will be
earlier
sealed in 2 minutes.
on YouTube, multiplayer
Abort
game,
system
where
is standing
someone
by.
did that.
Hyperspace module fully
yeah.
charged.
Pretty cool,
I'm
quite
ready to
quite
initiate
impressive.
quantum wave generation on your mark. Good luck, everyone.
But
All sections have reported in. We are
That
clear to proceed.
I believe it's
Trigger
it
the
for this
hyperspace
mission.
drive at your discretion.
We're going to enter hyperspace now. So we're just going to wait for all the ships to go into the mothership and dock there, and then we will be launching into hyperspace and progressing on to mission 2. So mission 2, there is a bit more that happens in mission 2. It's not quite such a practicey thing. We do have to attack things in mission 2. So do come back for mission 2 of Homeworld, and I'll see you on the next one.